So first, I want to thank you guys for watching our videos. It's been a long journey since we lost our daughter. We've been trying to be out, be active, just be around each other. Things have been hard, but hey, we made it through and we're still making it through. This video is pretty much to explain to you guys that things are about to change as far as the videos that we're creating and that I'm putting out. So if you didn't already know, we found out that we were pregnant. At this point in time, I am 12 weeks and we're about to pretty much drop a bomb as far as what's going on with us. It's again been hard, but we'll make it through this too. I'm just going to record this video and believing that this is in the right position. All right. Hey, what's up, you guys? So I know my intro, the voiceover and things like that was kind of like mysterious, but I pretty much wanted to use those clips because I'm eventually going to have to delete them out of this phone because I record on a phone because I don't have a camera. I'm pretty much going to have to delete it out of this phone so that I can actually use the phone in order to make daily videos, which I'm about to start doing. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end of this. So this is an update on everything that's been going on. That's my dad talking in the background. So a little bit about the pregnancy. Now I can talk loud about it and I'll tell you why. So right now, and I'm looking down because I wrote notes. Right now we are 12 weeks and a few days. Yesterday we actually did like an impromptu ultrasound just to make sure the baby was okay. And they were in there doing little backflips. And it's funny because they do not play. Like they sleep most of the day. They sleep most of the time. And I think, you know, I'm pretty sure that's normal. But they sleep most of the time. And when we do ultrasounds, we have to wake them up. That's how it has to be. But they said the baby's doing okay. They looked at the fluids and the heartbeat is fine. I think the heartbeat is like, let me see. I'm looking at the ultrasound now. I think it's 178. But they told me why, well, they told us why our daughter had passed away last year, and it was because we were sent to maternal fetal medicine. I think that's the name of it. It's pretty much where you have a high risk pregnancy and they got to monitor you more, and they have like different things they do. Their ultrasounds are a lot better, a whole lot better. You see baby a whole lot better. So they told us why we ended up losing her, and that was because my placenta pretty much stopped giving her what she needed at a certain stage. We don't know what stage that was or anything like that, but pretty much my placenta stopped giving her what she needed at a certain stage. And what they decided to do this time was to put me on like a baby aspirin. I thought I had the bottle around me. Little baby chewable aspirin, where I take those once a day, every day, and it pretty much helps with the blood flow and make sure the baby gets what they need. As far as I think it helps like with blood clots. I know people that have heart attacks take them like once a day, Bayer's or something. You've seen the Bayer's commercials. So pretty much I'm going to be watched closely in this pregnancy because they want to make sure that my placenta is doing what it needs. The baby might actually come early. They're supposed to be coming around January 6th, but they might come earlier than that because they might want to induce me to make sure the baby's okay. And then it's another reason why they might want to induce me, but I'm about to tell y'all that in a few minutes. So a little bit about what's been going on with me. I think I told you guys about me having like a lump up here and then me going to the doctor and they saying that it was from muscle strain because I was working out at the time. And so they told me pretty much to stop working out because it would irritate it more. So I had stopped doing that. And then around the time that we had got pregnant, so pretty much 12 weeks ago, I had got a lump up on my left armpit. I had to make sure under my left armpit. So I got a lump up under there, and I paid it mind because I know I watch a lot of medical stuff. So I used to when I was younger. So I kind of was like, yeah, this isn't right. It's not supposed to be there. So we went to my normal doctor, who was my normal doctor at the point. We went there and they were like, okay, we're going to put you on antibiotics. If there's anything wrong with it, it should go away from that. So it didn't go away, and I was going to make another appointment, but it seemed like they were taking their time when it came to the appointment. We found out we were pregnant, and so we had to go to a different doctor anyway, a different OBGYN. And we found another one that is pretty much a natural home birth type of doctor, and we wanted to go to them in order to give birth to our baby in the birth center. I'm not gonna say home birth, more of a natural birth type thing, because I gave birth to my daughter naturally and I felt like I could do it again. So we pretty much went to them, and I told her about the lump that was up on my arm, and they sent me to a place that's here, because that's a lot further away. They sent me to a place that's here where, let me make sure this is still recording. Okay. They sent me, let me fix this back because I know I messed up the camera. They sent me to a place that's here where they could do it. And so they did a biopsy. Pretty much, I laid on my side with my arm up, and they stuck a needle into my lymph node and pulled some tissue out to see what it was. And then they put this metal thing in there. It was like probably like that big, a grain of rice in there, just in case they would have to remove it later on. So they told me that in the following week, I would get my results. So, what's today? I gotta think about this. Today is Thursday. So, Tuesday, I had got a call from my OBGYN, and I thought it was just them reminding me about my appointment. But then I was like, my appointment's not until another month. So, but by the time I got off work, they had already closed. They closed like around about 4 or something like that. So they had already closed. So I was like, okay, well, I'll call them tomorrow when I got off work. So I was at work. They had called me earlier that morning, and I had missed their call, but I had got up and I had already started getting ready for work. So I was at work, and it was the end of my shift, and my phone started vibrating, and I just picked up the phone and wasn't even trying to answer it, but just picked up the phone, and the phone just like automatically answered. So when it came down to the woman talking to me, she was like, yeah, we need you to come to our office so we can tell you what's going on. The office is probably about just had to re-record because the phone had stopped recording. So I'm pretty much going to record up until it stops again. So the office is pretty much like around about an hour away. So we get to the office, and the only way there, we're just talking like, what if this is, what if this is, and we kind of know it's bad because of the fact that they want us to drive an hour away to find out. So we get to the office, and we sitting in there in the waiting room, and it seemed like it takes forever. So we get into the actual like room that we're going to be in, where they tell us the news, and it's not like the regular layback on and we check the baby type thing. It's more of like a little lounge. So the woman comes in, and she's like, so we got your results back from your biopsy, and pretty much you have Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is cancer. And I'm just sitting there, my eyes are trying not to well up, and he's just looking, and we're both just like, life, you're at it again. So we pretty much was just like, all right. The woman was like, do you need a little bit of time? And I was like, yeah, we need a little bit of time so we can kind of talk about it. Before we found out what it was, we said if it was cancer, we were going to pretty much try to handle it naturally. If it doesn't happen naturally, we go on a CBD oil, and then we go to chemo, and that's pretty much the levels in which we want to do it. So she comes back in the room, and I asked her questions like, for example, what stage is it, and how it's going to affect the baby. She doesn't know what stage it is because I have to go to an actual cancer center in order to do that. They got to run a bunch of tests to see if it's spread and like what stage it is and things like that. And then I asked her about the baby, and they said depending on what it is, sometimes they ask you to terminate the pregnancy. And I was just like, ain't happening. That's not happening, because this baby is the one that pretty much told me that I have cancer. It pretty much gave me the resources that I would need in order to take care of this cancer. And I wouldn't have known about it, and I wouldn't have known about having cancer, if I didn't get pregnant. So this baby is like, hey, Ma, I got you. And I'm like, hey, baby, I got you. We ain't going nowhere. So then they take us into the other room and do a little ultrasound on the baby just to make sure the baby was good. They're always asleep. So we went in there, and the baby does like a flip. And I'm like, what are you doing in there? You're just having fun. You got too much room. Eventually, you ain't gonna have that room to be flipping, and then you're gonna be all up in my ribs like your sister was. So they tell us that, and pretty much that's what it is. I have Hodgkin's lymphoma. I don't know what stage it is. I don't know much about it. I know there's non-Hodgkin's and Hodgkin's lymphoma. I'm saying it wrong because I have an accent. It's Hopkins or Hopkins. I don't know how to say it. but it's pretty much a form of cancer. Kind of didn't expect it, but kind of expected it because of the tone that was taken over the phone, the feeling that I had when I went in there for the biopsy, and just stuff like that. My great grandma on my mother's side had it, and her mother. My great grandma on my mother's side had it, and my grandma had it on her side. So it skipped my mom and came to me. I think they had breast cancer. I don't know exactly what kind of cancer they had, but they were going to start testing for me early anyway because of the fact that they had cancer. And so pretty much that's what it is. 12 weeks pregnant with cancer. All right. But we do plan on doing it natural as far as we can. I do thank y'all for watching and waiting and being patient for this video because of the fact that I had to get some stuff together. I was going to do a video on, the baby and stuff and show you the ultrasounds and stuff, and I was going to wait a little bit. But since this happened, I was like, I might as well go ahead and tell y'all because of the fact that this video would have been too drawn out, too far gone. I'm pretty much doing this video the same reason why I did the Depo video, and that's pretty much anybody out there that's dealing with the same thing. We got each other. We got this. If your family member is going through the same thing, we got each other. We got this. And like he told me, we're gonna get through this. This is to the people that's out there that's dealing with it now. We're gonna get through this. We got this. So the ending to the videos will be different. Hopefully this video is still recording because it stopped a few minutes ago, but the ending of the videos will be a little bit different. So it's gonna be cancer, get your ish and get out. And Peace and Baby Dust still, because this is still a channel that's like, hey, for the women that's out there that's trying to get pregnant, I still got your back because I just popped up pregnant. So I still got your back. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video to say we got this. Cancer, get your ish and get out, and Peace and Baby Dust. And I'll see y'all in the next video where I pretty much tell y'all how everything's going, how I told my family, and then after that it'd be more of daily vlogs so that this kid can know who I am if I don't make it to the age that they know.